Hi friends, this vlog is part 3 of the road trip to Rajasthan. In this vlog, we would be covering the 4th destination of our road trip, Savai Madhepur, where we would be spending 3 days and 2 nights in the forest of Ranthambore Tiger Reserves. In part 1 of this road trip, we visited Khuri, a small village near Jaisalmer, for a 2 days camel safari in the Thar Desert. While in part 2 of this vlog, we spent 3 days relaxing in the royal luxury of Udaipur. Those who want to check the previous part of this vlog can check the link at the end of the video. For those who are new to this channel, I am Gaurav and I welcome you to spend the next few minutes along with me. To put things in perspective, I am on this road trip with my better half Vijaya. In the second car, we have my childhood friends Ranjit and Mona along with their kids Tutu and Twitty. Unfortunately, our girls are not with us this time as they are busy preparing for their pre-board exams. Little did we know at that time that their exams would be cancelled. Today is day 9 of our Rajasthan road trip and first day in Ranthambore. We started from Udaipur at around 9:30 am and reached Savai Madhepur via Chittorgarh at around 4 pm. Before going through our trip, I would like to talk about our planning, which is critical for efficiently utilizing the time during our trip. I love to plan everything, especially if the trip coincides with the tourist season and our visit to Ranthambore is going to coincide with the New Year long weekend. In Ranthambore, we are not planning to stay in the luxurious hotels the city has to offer. Instead, we want to stay in a remote place surrounded by wildlife. This is the least we can expect from a wildlife destination, especially after lodging a few times in Dekhala, which is at the center of wildness inside the Jim Corbett National Park. We took help from Google Maps and started an aerial search of the nearby places outside the city limits. We could soon zero down to a secluded structure in the middle of a thick forest in the buffer zone between the city and the forest. Drilling down deep into it, we found a real castle used for hunting by the rulers of Jaipur, and now it was converted into a hotel by Rajasthan Tourism. The castle is around 1.5 kilometers within the buffer zone, and the route to the hotel is a delight.
Hi guys, I'm in Ghumar Bhauri. So I love this place. हम जब यहाँ आए तो हमें कुछ वाइल्ड पिग्स भी दिखे, 3 all 3 pigs.
ये जगह हम आए हैं झूमर बावड़ी में, चाय पकौड़े खा रहे हैं सनसेट के साथ। आते ही हमने बहुत सारे हिरन का झुंड, मतलब गाड़ी आ रही है और हिरन सामने
और
से
पिकॉक्स
होते
भी
हुए जा
देखा,
रहे हैं।
5 पिकॉक्स देखा
एकदम।
3 सुअर।
Being an RTDC hotel, the tariff is quite nominal. The hotel has spacious rooms and big open terraces. The only drawback of the castle is its aging interiors and poor maintenance. But surprisingly, we like the food a lot as they have an outstanding chef handling the kitchen. We relaxed on the terrace that evening and went to sleep early as we have an early day tomorrow. The next step in our planning is to book for the safaris. One could find a lot of travel agents and hotel guests booking safaris with exorbitant rates if one has not booked it earlier before their travel. Safari booking is made directly from the Forest Department website. As we were booking just a week in advance, we could not get the preferred jeep for our safari. So instead, we booked canters for all the 3 safaris we planned during our stay. After reading some good reviews, we selected Zone 5 and Zone 3 for day 2 of our stay. Though tigers are available in all the zones, there are more possibilities of seeing a tiger in these zones. On the 3rd day, we selected Zone 6 on the other side of the Tiger Reserve, which is popular for its vast stretch of beautiful open fields. You can find all the details of our booking in the description section of this video. The booking slip specifies that we have to report to the Forest Safari booking counter for the boarding passes. One has to visit the safari counter the previous night to collect the boarding pass for the morning safari and 2 hours before the starting of the evening safari. In addition to this ridiculous timing, there is no adequate information on the location of the booking counter, making it impossible for any tourist to reach the booking office. So despite all the preparation of not getting fooled around by the middlemen for booking safari tickets, we have to get their help to get the boarding pass. And once we take their service, we are not required to report for boarding passes anymore. Additionally, the canter will now come directly to our hotel to pick us for the safari and drop us also. From the hotel staff to the travel agent, anyone in the city will help us with this last mile with the additional payments, of course. Today is day 10 of our Rajasthan road trip and second day in Ranthambore. Our first safari is in zone 5. It's a rainy day today and we have packed ourselves well for spending a freezing morning in an open canter.
इसका जो एंड पॉइंट है दैट्स कॉल्ड बकुला, वहाँ पे टाइगर का मीटिंग चल रहा है। तो जब मीटिंग होता है तो 2-3 दिन तक होता लगातार। आज तीसरा दिन है तो उम्मीद हमें दिखेंगे। तो अपन स्टार्टिंग का लगभग 45 मिनट हम लोग टाइगर के लिए ट्राई करेंगे, ठीक है? वहाँ चलेंगे जहाँ पे मीटिंग चल रहा है।
We spent a considerable part of our safari time besides a mountain stream where 2 tigers were mating for the last 2 days. But it seems the ritual is over today. We then spotted a few deer standing in a formation to guard all possible corners of the forest. With the anticipation of our attack, we waited patiently but without much success. By 11 am, we returned to the hotel for breakfast. After breakfast, it started drizzling and we have no mood to spend in the hotel. So we parked our vehicle beside the road to the hotel and spent some quality time with our neighbors. वहाँ दूर पे 2 हिरन है, सींग वाले हिरन।
जंगल के बीच में जो इतनी शांति और शांति के बीच में चिड़ियाएँ जो चहक रही हैं, उसकी अपनी ही एक अलग संगीत जो है, बहुत मज़ेदार है।
We spent a quality time sitting there idle, seeing the deers grazing around, and we liked it. In fact, that part was better than the safari that we did. And now we will be going to zone 3, which has a lot of water bodies in it, and I think we'll like it. So this is the second safari of the day and it's quite cloudy out here. The evening would fall very quickly. Within minutes of leaving the main road, we could see around 10 to 12 canters and jeeps crowded in a spot. We were in a location where a tiger has snatched a prey from a leopard in the morning. We were lucky to see the first tiger of the day relaxing after a hearty meal. could also see the leftover meal which it could not finish. But our guide was in a hurry to reach somewhere else. He has some intel that the tiger was spotted beside Padam Lake. So we waited along with others. As the tiger has entered the tall grasses, it won't be easy for us to see it. So our guide thought to take us to the other side of the grassland. There is also a possibility that the tiger had seen some prey on the other side of the lake and decided to move out. We are now at this location. Like our guide, a few others also thought of this move and they were before us waiting at this spot. We waited for around 15 minutes and by now we had approximately 20 canters and jeeps waiting in anticipation. And this time the tiger did not desert us. It was a majestic stroll, more like a movie star entering an award show with paparazzis waiting to capture the moment. The king again disappeared in the tall bushes. As we are pretty behind the line of vehicles following the tiger's stroll, our guide thought of bypassing the line and took us to a reasonably open spot where the tiger will be visible again. So we speeded to that point only to find that a few canters had already occupied the location. We are now at this location. In front of us we could see a few deers grazing. Seeing us, they got disturbed and the experienced one directed the others to vacate the area as if they knew something would happen here. With all the vehicles reaching to the spot, the sight is quite chaotic. Looking at so many noisy humans, even this deer calf was baffled. We started searching for the tiger to appear anytime now. Little did we know that the tiger was making its silent move as we were scanning the bushes. As the camouflage was playing its game, we could not identify the movement in the bushes at that time. I could only capture the last moments of this deer and the tiger positioning itself for the kill behind the bushes. As I was scanning the other section of the grass, the action took place. The tiger jumped from the bush, giving the deer just enough time for 4 to 5 leaps. Out of it, the last 2 jumps were in the water, where the tiger overpowered the inexperienced calf. The waves of this lake are evidence of the struggle that happened a few seconds before. We are so near the action that we could even hear the deer breathing its last. All the actions occurred in just 1 or 2 seconds, but I was not experienced enough to capture it. In fact, I had frozen during those few seconds. After that, we spent some time at that spot seeing the tiger eating its snacks. While coming back, I was recollecting that we have somehow contributed to that deer's death. The tiger has evolved to take advantage of the chaos created by us. And because of the chaos, the deer may have lost its basic instinct of picking up signals from the approaching predator. I feel we tilted this delicate balance towards the tiger. Today is day 11, the last day of our Rajasthan road trip and third day in Ranthambore. We had zone 6 for our safari today. The canter took us to the other side of the city. After a regular update from the guide, we ventured into the forest. Other than a slight stretch of forest, Zone 6 mainly consists of vast lands. The landscape is very different from the two zones we visited yesterday. A tiger sighting in this place will be another experience, as then the tiger has nowhere to hide. Anyhow, we did not want to be that lucky. At least we should leave something for our next visit. On our next visit, we would also like to spend an entire day, around 8 to 9 hours on safari. We heard that a whole day safari has a lot more to offer, as the forest gets quieter after the standard morning safari vehicles are out of the forest. After the safari, we had another good breakfast and started our road trip back to Delhi, with a promise to return to this majestic land of kings again quickly. Please click the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed my work. Your small gesture will go a long way in encouraging me to pursue my hobby of creating videos. Thanks.